big plays that we might have busted or whatever the case may be. There's certain big plays that we got to stop and stay consistent.
How much are you just looking forward to the matchup, y'all's defense? How much are you just looking forward to this matchup, y'all's defense going up against their offense, that strength versus strength type thing?
Yeah, like the defense, we talked about it. Like it's going to be especially me and Nick talk about it. Like this is going to be a draft-changing game. It's a good offense and we have great defense, so I feel like it's going to be a battle out there.
How do you kind of prepare to go from a dramatic shift of playing New Mexico State to playing Ohio State?
I feel like I've been trying to implement just not treating every game the same, but preparing the same kind of as in going full go in practice. So I feel like we did a good job these first few weeks on preparing for ourselves, most importantly, preparing not to beat ourselves and go out there and play any team with the same preparation.
And since you've been here, except for last year, they've won the league title. Yeah. Is it safe to say they've been the standard that other teams have? Like now you have to back up the top.
When you win, it's hard to win championships. When you win things, you have a little bragging rights, but we're going to try to change that this week. Not really. I was young going against some guys. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just out there being disruptive as I can. But now I kind of look at my freshman self. I watched the film last night of my freshman self coming in, and I've made huge strides to be better. And I think this year is going to be a different story.
What do you think are some keys to getting to CJ Stroud?
Just staying active in the rush. Some people, like when I watch film, there's some guys who kind of stop their rush. He's a mobile quarterback, but he's not really looking to get out to run. He's only scrambled one time this season. Just staying active and staying disciplined in our rush lanes, and we'll be able to get to it.
Is there any, comparison, anyone that, he reminds you of in terms of, what you may have faced at any point?
Justin Fields? Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge to just their offensive line and trying to defeat some of those blocks? I know you're probably still pretty early in the prep, but what do you think you have to do to make kind of impact your whole team individually and as a team?
Like I said, just staying consistent and staying detailed. Like sometimes I remember watching myself as I'm getting cut out on simple stretch plays, stuff like that. So just being disciplined and kind of knowing what could possibly come at you from the personnel that they're in. So studying that film this whole week is going to help a lot.
You talked a lot about energy last week. On Saturday's game, did you notice a shift? Did you feel like that energy was there? And how important is it to hone in on that, keep that going as you're heading into a tough road environment?
Yeah, I felt the change for sure. Everybody was jumping around finally. But I did feel the change, and I think that it's going to be very important this week because, we travel with less than we have at a home game, of course, but the energy within us is just going to have to be there because our fans we're not going to have the big fan base there, or we're not going to have as many teammates as we do at a home game.
In this game, there's going to be some ups and downs against when you play a team like that. Is it important that you guys keep that positive thing? You don't want to happen what happened 2 weeks ago on the sideline. You gotta roll with the punches in a game like this.
Yeah, that's important. That's always important when you're playing. You gotta always face adversity and have a comeback for adversity. It could be.
Meaning that scouts will be watching this because of Ohio's name and potentially raise your status rate.
Obviously y'all falling short of the division title the last 2 years. How much is this an opportunity to kind of make a statement that y'all are still one of the teams to beat in this game?
That's what every game. I wouldn't just say it's just this game. That's what every game. You got to come and play hard and try to make the best for your team. That's what we got to do every game. There's nothing. I don't see this as a super special game. They don't do anything special. It's just playing football. That's what we got to do. So.
You've been getting a ton of pressure this year, getting in the backfield, but haven't recorded that sack yet. Is that something that just as a defensive lineman you kind of mentally get over? Like, yes, you want to get the stat, but how do you kind of work through that as a player?
I mean, this is a little frustrating. I set goals with myself on how many sacks I would want to get per game, but of course they don't turn out that way all the time. But pressures are, I wouldn't say just as good, but good enough to get somebody else a sack. So I feel like it's still doing good and being disruptive. That's all I can do at this point.
I don't know if I got asked this already, but the personal foul, is that something you talked with Coach Kalaji about, like how you can avoid those? Because I know it was a close play, but how do you kind of correct that going into the next week?
There really wasn't any correction. Just keep hitting them. That wasn't, I don't think that was a target or
Yeah, that was.
pass. I don't, whatever. It happened. They got the flag got thrown and we got the yardage for it. All good.
Thanks, guys.